because of people's ideologies about relationships and this whole it's a gender war thing. If anything, it's that red pill content shit. That's really influencing people's like way of thinking about relationships, because when it comes to women are being more materialistic when it comes to like being in a relationship with a man, and then when it comes to men are it's like surface level thinking on both sides, because men think women only want them for their money and this, that, and the third. When it comes to women only want niggas for their money type shit. And it's not about love or romance no more. It's like we losing the plot when it comes to being in a relationship.
Right. I agree.
It's about consideration. A lot of people, they are very egotistical and prideful, and at some point, like especially like when you're looking for something long term, people are not willing to sacrifice anymore. You literally have to chip away parts of yourself in order to unify with somebody or to be with somebody, because at the end of the day, we are all individual people, but when you're trying to become one with somebody, you got to chip away the negative parts about yourself. And that other person has to be able to do that as well. And then it's also about acceptance and choosing. And a lot of people don't realize, like, that's the main part of a relationship. You're choosing this person. You're choosing to be with this person. Nobody is perfect. So whatever baggage they come with, it's either you're going to deal with that shit or you're not going to deal with it. And it's not even about dealing with it. It's about growing. It's not hard. People make it hard.
That's what I'm saying.
Who brought on this conversation?
I keep seeing videos of people saying, well, for men, it's like you should change your morals to be an ancient nigga to get women. In my eyes, so hold on. I saw a video that was like, in order for you to be different, you have to see what you see is different from yourself, if that makes sense. So if you like red and I like blue, I'm gonna only see people who like red, which enforces me to like blue. So all this content I'm seeing, I'm like, it makes sense, but it's like, it goes against my morals. So everything I'm seeing is like, you can't follow this shit.
And that's why it's really important to like find people that align with you and your morals. And it's also it's not just about like finding people that align with you and your morals. It's also about being open-minded as well too, because at the end of the day, your perception isn't the only perception. And if you do think, and I made a post about that last night, if you do think that, then that means that your thoughts are only subjective to you. And with that being said, like, we're all different people, so you gotta be open-minded to how other people think. But it is like, and that's where boundaries and having discernment comes into play type shit, because if it strays away too far from your morals and your personality, your morals and your principles, that's when you separate yourself, because you don't want to lose too much of yourself for somebody else.
I think, so I think men love unconditionally, and that tends to happen to us. Like, we'll lose ourselves because we're in love.
Yeah, full fact. You know how many times I done had that conversation with my partner about when it comes to relationships, women want to be happy, men want peace.
Right.
So when it comes to the peace that y'all get, hold on, I'm quite right back. So I was saying that, like, I done had this conversation about like men's peace versus women's happiness, and how nobody usually gives a fuck about a man's peace, because usually they're sacrificing their peace to make a woman happy. But that's what I mean when I say, like, it gotta be sacrificed on both ends, because at the end of the day, when it comes to a woman's peaches and cream all the time.
It's weird because no matter what men do for women, your happiness comes from you.
And that's why I feel like this generation is very fucking lost, because now when it comes to the women, it's an ideology that like, oh, well, no, if a nigga ain't doing this, that, and the third, yeah, he ain't shit, da, da, da. No, you just being fucking selfish, because not everything is fucking about you, and that's where consideration comes into play.
Right,
Shit.
right.
Like, and that's what, like, when motherfuckers be thinking that, like, I hate the term girls girl. I hate that shit.
I do too.
Much. I'm a firm believer in treating people how I would want to be treated regardless type shit, because I am a firm believer in karma type shit. But I support women, but I don't support all women, because some women be bitches. And as a woman, I'm saying that. And some bitches be dumb. Some bitches be dumb. And those be the dumb bitches right there, because you, sometimes women, they fuck up a good thing too. They fuck up a good thing too, because they are egotistical. Them egos be coming out, and motherfuckers don't know how to contain that shit, and motherfuckers don't know how to consider other people type shit. Like, yeah, sometimes you won't have to do some shit that make you unhappy in the moment type shit, but at the same time, you gotta think of somebody else as a human being and what the fuck they going through. Like,
now, what would you consider like any traits for a nice guy?
a what?
A nice guy.
Consideration, being respectful, having ambition and goals, being intelligent. I don't know, for some reason, to me, it be the nerds, low key. It be the anime niggas, it be the niggas that like, into like, it be them type of men, like, cause it's like, I don't know, maybe it's, when it comes to the anime geeks type shit, it's like, because anime, you know, that shit is different, like,
nigga.
Anime is different, and it really changes your view on, like, you watch Attack on Titan?
Yes, but it's not that good to me.
You said what?
It's not that good.
Oh my god.
It's not that
We
good.
gonna touch, we gonna get back to that right there.
Sure.
We gonna have a conversation about Attack on Titan, because that's like one of the best animes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's like, it get like that. But that right there, that anime in particular is a prime example of, like, I mainly like the show because of the storytelling and how they tie in humanity. And how people view humanity, how people are treated as humans and stuff like that. And I don't know, I feel like motherfuckers that watch anime, they have a broader perspective on humanity and how to treat people. So like, yeah, you show me, I would say you show me a few of them type of characteristics, yeah, you're a nice guy in my eyes. How would they treat his mama? How you treat your mama shows me how you would treat a woman, or how you treat any woman or me. It's mainly those things. Consideration, respect, thoughtfulness.
Now,
Me personally, I don't ask too much out of people except for loyalty, respect, and honesty.
okay. Where was I going with that?
Yeah, ask for good characteristics of a good guy. Where the fuck is my lighter at?
Oh, it's interesting to see. Like I said, you can give a woman whatever she wants, but her happiness comes from her. But women will get a nice guy and don't value him for what he's doing for her, but will entertain someone who doesn't give a shit about him. That doesn't make sense to me.
So, like psychologically, usually when it comes to people, because men do it too,
For sure.
Been moved. But it's a psychological thing, especially when it comes to trauma responses. Um, People usually feel safer in traumatic situations, and that's why it may seem like, oh well, no, she's choosing this ain't shit ass nigga, this, that, and the third. No, that's because her nervous system is regulated while she is around this guy because he constantly has her in a state of fight or flight. So
Okay.
that's kind of like,
Go ahead. My fault.
So, for example, say you were abused and neglected by your parents growing up. Now that you're an adult, your body can't tell the difference between a safe or dangerous situation because of how your caretakers think take care of you. So now that you're an adult and you're seeking these intimate relationships with people, when you've been abused or you went through trauma, you're going to veer towards what feels familiar, and the trauma is familiar. So when it comes to somebody that actually makes a woman feel safe, that's an unfamiliar feeling. So that's where the self-sabotage comes into play. Because a motherfucker don't know what to do with that. So with that being said, the people that's like that, they need therapy. They need therapy. I'm a victim of it, for a fact. I've been there, done that, with being in a relationship that I didn't feel safe in, but I felt familiar with that unsafe feeling, so that's the only reason why I had stayed. Until I saw therapy, and my therapist was like, bitch, you're dumb. All of my friends could tell me, bitch, you're stupid, and I would not listen. It took for the professional licensed person to tell me I was stupid for me to actually fucking listen.
But why is that?
Denial.
Okay.
Being in denial. Doing shit for the plot. Doing shit that makes me feel comfortable. I like doing these things with this person, and at this point we're on a routine, so I kind of, it's like, it's unsafe for me, but it feels safe for me. So I'm going to choose that. But it also takes a great amount of that's why they say people who got when you got self-respect, life is boring.
Yo, I disagree. I so disagree, bruh. I so disagree.
But that's what people usually say though. Like when you have like your phone's dry, nobody's hitting you up, this and that. That's because you are used to entertaining the motherfuckers that don't value you type shit. So when you actually value yourself, none of that shit won't happen. But then at the same time, like you said, happiness comes from within. So
right.
Until you accept that, yeah, you're not gonna. People not gonna hit you up all the time. People gotta be okay with sitting by themselves before they be okay with being with somebody else.
But to say self-respect, your life will not be boring. You now know what you don't want to deal with. So now you have all this space to replace it with things that you want to do moving forward. Do those things.
People don't truly want to be happy though.
Ooh.
People don't want to really be happy. They want what feels nice for them in the moment, and sometimes you have to. It's kind of like going to the gym. Going to the gym don't fucking feel good, but at the same time, after a while, you see the fucking results. You feel better. You look better. You get mental clarity. But at the end of the day, you had to do some shit that you didn't want to fucking do. So that being said, being lonely is something that a lot of people don't want to fucking do. But in order to get to where you want to be at mentally and emotionally, sometimes you gotta do that shit.
Hey.
What was it, like 3 years ago? I most definitely, I stopped talking, like, when me and my partner, like, we took a good little break. I was celibate for 8 months. I wasn't talking to nobody. I didn't care to talk to nobody. I wasn't even dating type shit because I needed that mental and emotional clarity type shit. That wasn't something that I wanted to do. It's a lot of fine niggas out here talking to me. It's motherfuckers that want to take me out on dates. It's motherfuckers that, like, I wanna have sex. Like, what the fuck? Like, but in order to gain the mental and emotional clarity, I had to have the discipline to be able to do that shit. A lot of people don't have the discipline to do that shit.
I agree wholeheartedly.
You want to go crack somebody, but you don't have nobody that you can trust with your body? Go pick up a fucking book. Go touch some grass.
Bruh.
Learn about stocks. Do something productive with your time. Like. And mind you, it took a lot of years and trials and tribulations and trauma and some more shit just for me to gain this mindset. So you gotta think about the motherfuckers who haven't. Like, everybody goes on different paths and stuff like that. So, like, a lot of people, they haven't reached that point of alignment.
I was having a conversation with my brother the other day. He was saying, well, I'm saying, as a man, you're going to have to teach your woman, whatever woman you get, you're going to have to teach her at some point something about you or how she should level up in growth. You know what I'm saying? And he was saying, like, he don't want to do that. Like, you should already know, like, common sense type of things to keep yourself out of danger type shit moving forward. I shouldn't have to teach you shit like that.
So you want my take on that?
Sure.
I feel as though I'm kind of 50-50 with that because absolutely right. As a fucking grown adult, it is something that you should come to the table and you should already fucking know. You should already know how to take care of yourself. That's like, I don't agree with the bitches that be asking, like, oh, well, nah, because if he ain't paying my bill, I had to pay my maintenance, this, that, and the third. What the fuck you mean? Ask for a picture of my nails, or he ain't paying my bills, so this, that, and the third. You're a grown-ass adult. Why are you not able to take care of your fucking self? Anything a man do should be extra, but then at the same time, when it comes to, like, a man being a man, and we're talking about, like, a traditional man, you do have to teach. You do have to teach, and that comes with leadership. That comes with being able to lead. Other than that, it's just the blind leading the blind. And that's why I say, when it comes to relationships and love, sometimes it's not just about love, it's about growth. Sometimes a relationship, and when you are attaching your spirit to somebody else's spirit, it's about where y'all want to, the trajectory of where y'all want to go type shit. So you're supposed to be able to teach and learn on both sides, if anything, too.
Right.
So, like, I was just talking to my partner the other day about when we have kids, like, what will be taught by who type shit. And I was like, if anything, I see myself teaching my children the soft skills in life versus you teaching them the hard skills in life. So when it comes to the soft skills, I mean emotional intelligence, being able to identify your emotions, regulating your emotions, like, and not just on the emotional tip, teaching my girls how to be young women and how to be young women and how to respect themselves, how to align themselves with people that align with them, and same thing for my little boys, teaching them how to treat women, teaching them how a woman wants to be treated, teaching them how to regulate their emotions, but then at the same time, when it comes to hard skills, your father gonna have to show you that. To be honest, your father is going to have to teach you that. Because I'm a woman, and I can only give you certain knowledge. And it's like, teaching somebody verbally versus teaching somebody hands-on. It would be more like me teaching you verbally, but he's going to have to teach you hands-on. I could tell you how to piss, but he's going to have to actually show you type shit for you to get it. So it's like, you gotta be able to teach somebody something, but then you also have to be able to learn. So when it comes to him, he may not want to have to teach a woman how to do things, but at the end of the day, as a provider and a leader, it's kind of your job to be able to lead your woman in the right direction when it comes to certain things. And then on top of that, you never know what this woman can teach you as well, and sometimes you may have to follow her lead.
Facts.
You also come from a matriarchy family.
Do you want kids?
I want a lot of kids.
A lot? Wow.
I want like 4.
Okay, that's a handful. Sheesh.
Yeah, that's why I'm working as hard as I am, same struggle I have to go through. My kids will be silver spoon, like silver spoon fed. They gonna learn life, but they're getting the best of the fucking best.
I don't know where it probably came from. Anyone who was what's the word I'm looking for? Anyone who had parents who did their job and had like a good upbringing, coming to any type of public school, and then people looking at them like, oh, you're silver spoon fed type shit, and it's like, why? Because your parents did what they're supposed to. And I'm thinking like, where did that come from? But nah, I would want that for my children as well, like the best of everything. I got a nephew. I want him to experience everything that I didn't, just to see like if he would fuck with it or not.
Pretty much. Shit, I be seeing the videos of like fucking 1-year-olds eating fucking steaks and shit. Yeah, but then at the same time, like, and not off like no luxury shit, like no, like early development, like not only are you helping your baby's oral development, you're helping the palate development type shit.
Bro.
So it's like these little things like that type shit. Like, nah, my kids they're gonna be developed. Like, they're gonna be intelligent as fuck. They're gonna go places in fucking life. I love Montessori learning. So you know how some parents they got their children like little kitchen sets and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
They teach them at early ages how to cook, how to grocery shop, how to take care of yourself, basically.
Right.
Like, and it's in a healthy manner. So it's healthy reinforcement. So not only like, yeah, financially I want to spoil my kids, but mentally, I'm trying to spoil the like, yeah, the shit that my parents wasn't able to teach me because they didn't have the tools to teach me type shit. They didn't have either the tools or the time to teach me. Nah, I'm trying to work hard now so I can be there with my kids full time and be able to teach them this shit.
Now, great mindset with having kids, by the way.
Appreciate it. I done raised fucking 5 kids. I have over 20 nieces and nephews.
Goddamn.
Yup.
You got a lot of patience.
As I'm getting older, it's worth it.
What would you say, or what would you say you see as the biggest downfall that people have when it comes to relationships?
Pride.
Mm.
Cause I understand that feeling of pride. That shit feel like anxiety, your chest building, that type shit. When you gotta say or do something, like you have to say or do something that like you may not fully. It's like as adults we are able to agree to disagree, but a lot of people don't want to let their guard down to be able to do that.
Mm.
A lot of people, and it is sad to say, adults, because like when it comes to communication skills, you would think that would be way better type shit, but sometimes it's not the communication skills that's the problem, it's the pride attached to the communication skills that's the problem. Because you don't want to let your guard down because you see this as a weakness, or you see this as you being weak. You being vulnerable is equivalent to you being weak. So now you're not able to let your guard down in order for a conversation to go smoothly or for an understanding to be had.
Right.
So that'd be like the biggest barrier type shit, because you can say communication, but why is the communication bad?
Because you're not communicating the right things.
You're not communicating the right things, and it's like you're withholding how you really feel.
For sure.
What about you?
I think being vulnerable. I think in any situation, you being vulnerable is a conversation to get closer or push farther away. But if you don't have those moments where you're vulnerable to have that conversation, it's like you're always taking the wrong turn. You felt some way about why I did something, but we never talked about it, so we taking a wrong turn.
Yeah.
And then, honestly, because all of this like gender war shit is happening, a lot of men are now aware of like what they're not about to deal with, which is a pro in my eyes. But at the same time, it's like men will tell a woman what he wants. So let's put it like this: it's like a double standard type of thing. I'll say, men can just go out and fuck bitches, right? With no consequence to anybody. If women do it, we look at y'all differently, but your response to that is, but men do it. But men do it too, so it's like, it's okay. I think that avoidance of accountability is a big game changer as well. Because instead of trying to understand what's really happening, you're just trying to get even. So you're not being the one talking down to, I guess.
Yeah, I agree. I ended up learning the lesson of not having like emotional or social awareness like in situations like that. So like it's all about the consideration. Because somebody can be bringing up how you made them feel.
Right.
And it may be a familiar feeling like, okay, this person had me fucked up the same exact way that you saying that I got you. You saying you had me fucked up before the same way you saying I have you fucked up in this given moment. But I let that shit slide. So why am I not getting that same grace in this moment? But in reality, if you're not being considerate in that moment, because if that was the case, it's everybody feels differently. So like, you honestly do have to consider how you made this person feel in that moment. And since they're bringing this up to you in this moment, this is their moment.
Mm-hmm.
This is their moment where they had the courage to tell you how you made them feel. So at that point, you have to sit back and you have to take accountability. Like, and I learned that shit the hard way, like so fucking bad. Like, sometimes you gotta sit there and you have to shut the fuck up and listen.
I do see that women have way deeper emotions connected to whatever's happening to them. Like, for instance, if a woman cheat on me, of course I'm gonna be hurt, but I might not I'm not gonna have the emotional response that you may have. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may want to kill the nigga. You may want to beat the bitch up as well. Like, this might be going on in your head for like months at a time. You know what I'm saying? I don't think most men pay attention to that, because we'll just brush it off. Like, we'll try our hardest to get past it as soon as possible. But that's gonna sink in for y'all. That emotion is tied to some other traumatic response, so like, it's a trigger now. Ugh.
No, you're not wrong. You are absolutely right. As a woman, and because I don't bring it feminism movement, yet again, worse fucking shit to happen to us. Like, don't get me wrong, yes, we love our rights. As women, we do love having our rights and shit like that. We love having the ability to vote, like, key factor type shit. But the way that it changed the dynamics, especially in the black household, oh yeah, no, I was lucky this fuck thing happened to us. Like,
it was never for us.
exactly. And I was gonna say what happened to us. Like, that shit done broke up so many fucking homes. And it's because of their mindset. Like, we're just like y'all. We are not fucking like y'all. And like you said, if I was the fuck up, that's totally different than y'all fucking up. Do it make it right? No.
No.
No. Not at all. It's not an excuse for anything. Hey,
There's different. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
There's different standards, just like there are different roles in the household, in a relationship. Like,
Absolutely.
you ask any nigga, you go to his house, if it's just him, his house is bland. Completely bland. You add a woman, it adds so much to it. Different colored paintings, decorating, like it's a different feel when a woman is involved. So your job is way different than our job. Our job is to make sure no one get in the house is standing, the house, nothing is wrong with the house outside of the house. Inside the house, you got control of everything. Women don't want that responsibility of outside the house and inside the house.
Not at all. Not at all. And then there are some people who actually lie to themselves. I believe they lie to themselves. And this is just my belief, my opinion. They lie to themselves and they be like, yeah, no, I actually want to do all of that shit. It's like,
No, you don't.
or maybe it's just me. Maybe it's me. Like,
They don't.
like, who wants to pick out their own trash, or like, who want to work labor for women? This shit is ghetto. Like,
Women don't like being wrong.
no. And you need to shop on that all the time. So I'm like, you know what? I kind of agree with y'all.
Nah, no bullshit.
I just need supervision, cause, you know.
You almost came out with 9 toes.